Boy, did you read it fast, Whitey?
Leave It to Beaver featured a heartwarming look at family life in the 1950s through the lens of the Cleaver household. Barbara Billingsley portrayed June, the nurturing mother, while Hugh Beaumont took on the role of Ward, the dependable father. Their two sons, Wally, brought to life by Tony Dow, and Theodore, affectionately known as Beaver, played by Jerry Mathers, captured the innocence and mischief of childhood. The interactions among the characters highlighted the joys and challenges of growing up. This iconic show resonates with audiences even today, reminding people of the simple yet profound moments of family life. The stories often revolved around the lessons learned through everyday situations, making it relatable to many. However, the journey of some cast members took an unexpected and somber turn, marking an end that fans would find bittersweet.
That was Mr. Nibbling.
The series ran for 6 seasons and 234 episodes, first on CBS, then on ABC. Beaver was a typical rambunctious youth, whose adventures often led him into amusing trouble. His older brother Wally, on the other hand, was beginning to discover new interests and navigate the complexities of adolescence. Their parents, June and Ward Cleaver, provided guidance with a blend of warmth and humor, often finding themselves in amusing situations as they dealt with their son's antics. Beaver's friends like Larry, Whitey, and Gilbert were a lively group from Miss Lander's class at Grant Elementary School. Together, they explored childhood with innocent curiosity and sometimes found themselves in predicaments that taught them valuable lessons. The show's portrayal of family life and friendships resonated with audiences, making it a beloved classic that captured the essence of growing up in the 1950s. The simple, wholesome stories often celebrated the importance of honesty, family values, and the unique adventures of childhood.
Thanks a lot, mister.
In 1957, Leave It to Beaver introduced viewers to a charming world of family life through the eyes of young Theodore Cleaver, known as Beaver. A notable character from the series was Whitey, portrayed by Stanley Fafara. Stanley Albert Fafara was born in San Francisco, California, and began his career at a young age. By the time he was 7, he had landed a role on the beloved television show after gaining experience in commercials and TV westerns. Whitey, Beaver's friend, brought humor and a sense of adventure to the stories. Another significant character was Miss Landers, played by Sue Randall. She served as a teacher who provided guidance to Beaver and his classmates. Her role on Leave It to Beaver spanned from 1958 to 1962, during which she appeared in 28 episodes. The dynamic between Miss Landers and her students showcased the importance of education and positive relationships between teachers and students. The show's charming characters and relatable situations resonated with audiences, making it a classic in television history. The interactions among characters like Whitey and Miss Landers contributed to the show's appeal, as they depicted everyday challenges and the lessons learned from them.
Store with Dad.
After Leave It to Beaver ended in 1963, the actor attended North Hollywood High School. During this time, he formed a bond with the rock band Paul Revere and the Raiders, which influenced his social life. They were popular and often brought a lively atmosphere wherever they performed. As he spent more time with them, he started to develop a habit of drinking. Over time, his relationship with alcohol became more serious. Even after moving to Jamaica, a place known for its beautiful beaches and laid-back lifestyle, he struggled to control his drinking. In addition to alcohol, he also began using narcotics, which further complicated his life. This pattern of substance use often overshadowed the positive aspects of his earlier career and personal life. It illustrated how fame and social environments could lead to challenges like addiction. His journey shows the impact of personal choices and the difficulties many face with substance abuse, even while pursuing a different life away from the spotlight.
Fish alone.
I know, Gus. Me neither.
The story involves a man who returned to Los Angeles after a time away. During his return, he found himself in a brief marriage that did not last. Following that, he resorted to dealing drugs as a way to support himself financially. This choice led him down a difficult path. As the years went by, particularly in the 1980s, his troubles escalated when he was arrested several times due to breaking into pharmacies. The cycle of crime continued until he faced his 8th burglary charge, which resulted in a serious consequence. He was sentenced to 1 year in jail, marking a significant low point in his life. This experience highlights the challenges and repercussions that can arise from poor life choices and the impact they can have on personal relationships and legal standing. The narrative reveals how easy it can be to spiral into a pattern of wrongdoing, especially when motivated by desperation or the need for quick solutions.
Dancing teacher. Yes, Beaver told us about the party next week. Mr. Cleaver and I...
After jail, Stanley struggled to find his place in the world. He tried various jobs but found himself returning to old habits. The call of dealing drugs was too strong, and soon he developed a heroin addiction that consumed his life. His days became a whirlwind of highs and lows, driven by the chase for his next fix. Yet, in 1995, something changed. Stanley made the decision to turn his life around. The road to recovery was not easy, filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. He moved into a house for recovering addicts where he began to rebuild his life. Surrounded by others who understood his struggle, he found support and encouragement. This community became his safe haven, a place where he learned to confront his demons. As time passed, he transitioned into subsidized apartments, marking a step toward independence. With determination and resilience, Stanley showed that recovery was possible. He embraced a new chapter, focusing on healing and hopeful possibilities for the future.
Right now.
Yes, sir.
The story behind the actors and characters of Leave It to Beaver has layers connected to their real lives. One of the cast members, Stanley, faced a challenging personal battle with addiction, leading to his contracting hepatitis C. Sadly, this resulted in his death on September 20, 2003, which was also his 54th birthday. His final resting place is at Redland Pioneer Cemetery, located in Redland, Oregon, a site that now holds memories of his life and career. On another note, Sue Randall, known for her beloved role as Miss Landers, was born Mary Ann Burnside Randall in 1935 in Philadelphia. Her character had a significant influence on the young viewers of the show, symbolizing the nurturing and supportive adult figure in the lives of the children. The combination of these stories adds depth to the classic television series, showing that behind the lighthearted family moments, there are real-life complexities. The tales of the actors reflect the balance between personal struggles and their contributions to a cultural landmark in American entertainment.
It's all wrinkled and mussed up.
Well, they played some pretty fast numbers, Mrs. Cleaver.
Boys.
Sue was the daughter of a prominent real estate consultant, which likely shaped her early experiences and opportunities in life. She began acting at a young age, stepping into the spotlight at just 10 years old. This early start allowed her to develop her talent and gain recognition in the entertainment industry. Over the years, she appeared in many notable television series, showcasing her versatility as an actress. Among her credits were renowned shows like CBS's Twilight Zone, where she demonstrated her ability to navigate diverse roles. She also took part in series such as Have Gun, Will Travel, and Gunsmoke, both popular for capturing the hearts of audiences in the mid-20th century. Unfortunately, her flourishing career was cut short when she retired early due to complications from a serious automobile accident in 1967, marking a significant turning point in her life. The impact of her experiences and contributions continued to resonate even after her retirement, leaving a lasting legacy in television history.
Sophomore heading up any of my committees, but somebody told me you were reliable. But I am. Well, all right. Let's get with it.
Her last credited TV performance occurred in 1967 on an episode of Vacation Playhouse, marking the end of a notable acting career. After this role, she shifted her focus towards professional associations and charitable events in Philadelphia, dedicating her time to meaningful causes and connecting with her community. She used her platform to support various philanthropic efforts, contributing positively to the lives of many. Unfortunately, this vibrant chapter of her life came to an end when she was diagnosed with lung cancer. Sue Randall died on October 26, 1984, at the young age of 49. Her contributions to television and her involvement in philanthropy left a lasting impact on those who knew her and appreciated her work. Her struggle with illness highlighted the importance of support and community during difficult times. The legacy she created through her performances and charitable engagements continues to resonate with fans and individuals who were touched by her generosity and spirit.
I'll lay some.
Oh, yeah, sure, Dad.
Wally, let me see your fingernails.
Their stories shed light on both the triumphs and struggles faced by these beloved characters beyond the screen. As viewers reflect on the warmth and nostalgia that Leave It to Beaver brought into their lives. A deeper understanding emerges of how the real-life experiences of its cast members echoed the show's themes of resilience and family bonds. While audiences cherished the laughter and lessons from the Cleaver household, the later paths of Barbara Billingsley and Hugh Beaumont have revealed the challenges that accompanied their fame. Their passing serves as a reminder of the fleeting nature of life and the lasting impact they left behind in American television history. For many, these actors were more than just roles. They represented ideals of family, love, and support. The bittersweet end to their stories invites fans to appreciate both the joy they provided during the show's run and the memories that linger on even after their departure. The legacy of Leave It to Beaver continues to shine brightly, allowing the audience to hold on to those cherished moments.
Good. Mrs. Wilson would like to speak to Puddin'.
She wants to speak to Puddin'?
Leave It to Beaver, the iconic 1957 television series, elicits a wide spectrum of opinions based on nostalgia, personal experiences, and critical perspectives. Many viewers recall watching it in syndication during the 1960s. For some, it was a family bonding ritual, while for others, it represents a bygone era that feels dated and overly saccharine. One common sentiment is that the show's portrayal of childhood innocence and family dynamics can sometimes come across as unrealistic. Some critics express that the character of Beaver, often viewed as the epitome of a charming young boy, embodies behavior that feels contrived and annoying rather than relatable. A viewer reflecting on their childhood experience suggested that episodes possess a predictable formula where the initial crisis leads to a neatly tied resolution, leaving little room for genuine surprises. The cringeworthy moments, such as Beaver's antics with Brussels sprouts, evoke a frustration that contrasts sharply with the sweet, moralistic tone the show often aimed for. On the other hand, there are those who appreciate the simplicity and warmth of the show's narrative style. They may acknowledge that, while it lacks the complexity found in more contemporary programming, it serves as a comforting glimpse into a family-centric lifestyle and ethical lessons. For some families, such as a viewer and their dad who enjoyed the series during its reruns on Nick at Night, it was a preferred escape into an idyllic world, even if opinions lean towards seeking out more engaging alternative shows. Moreover, there is a recognition of the show's cultural impact, as it influenced perceptions of suburban life and childhood during its prime. While some initially watched it for its nostalgic value, others feel that it perpetuated a level of idealization that doesn't accurately reflect the realities of childhood experiences. In summary, Leave It to Beaver garners reactions that balance between nostalgia and critique. It epitomizes the sweetness and simplicity of a bygone era for some, while for others, it represents an unrealistic portrayal of family life and childhood that can feel overly manufactured. This dichotomy makes the show a significant piece of television history, reflecting both the affectionate and critical eyes of its audience.
Stay out of the arguments down there. Let Fred Rutherford do the talking.
As we wrap up our journey through the classic episodes of Leave It to Beaver, prepare yourself for a fascinating dive into the lives of the characters you've come to know so well. Beyond the charming stories and wholesome antics, the real lives of the cast hold secrets, surprises, and transitions that reveal what happened to them after the camera stopped rolling. Join us as we explore the unique paths taken by Jerry Mathers, Tony Dow, and the rest of the beloved cast. Discover the stories behind their successes, struggles, and how they navigated life after this iconic series. From memorable reunions to unexpected career shifts, find out what shaped them into who they are today. You might be amazed by their journeys and how the show influenced their lives long after its conclusion. Get ready to deepen your connection with these familiar faces as we look back on their post-Beaver adventures.
Dad?
Yes, what is it, Beaver?
Well, he's got his elbows on the table.
Frank Wilcox portrayed the role of district court judge in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His character often served as a figure of authority and moral guidance, reflecting the serious themes of family and community responsibility. Wilcox's portrayal lent the show an added layer of realism, as he was able to convey the struggles of judicial decision-making within a family-focused narrative. After his role on the show, Wilcox continued his acting career, appearing in many films and TV series, but faced significant challenges. In the 1970s, he became involved in a scandal surrounding his financial dealings, which tarnished his reputation. Additionally, he grappled with personal hardship, including health issues that affected his mobility and public appearances. Despite these setbacks, he continued to engage with fans and give back to the community. The last known information reveals that Wilcox passed away in the early 1990s, leaving a legacy marked by his contributions to television and the complexities of his later life.
Yeah, with Beaver upstairs pecking away at that typewriter, it's sort of annoying. Maybe helping his...
Stephen Talbot played Gilbert Bates on the iconic 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His character was the loyal and thought-provoking friend of Beaver Cleaver, adding depth to the childhood experiences explored in the show. Talbot's performance was memorable, and he became known as a reliable presence on the small screen. After the series ended in 1963, Talbot faced an array of personal and professional challenges. His transition from child star to adult actor was not easy. He struggled to find roles that matched his early success. Beyond acting, Talbot encountered turmoil in his personal life, including tumultuous relationships and a battle with depression. His career remained largely out of the spotlight, leading to speculation about his well-being. In the late 1990s, he shifted gears and became a documentary filmmaker, showcasing his storytelling talents in a more mature light. As of the last reports, Stephen Talbot is largely retired, with limited public appearances, leaving many wondering about the path his life has taken since those early days in front of the camera. His story remains a complex tapestry of childhood fame, interwoven with adult struggles that resonate with many.
Is anything so terrible about a father's helping his sons?
But you didn't really help them. You just made it easy for them.
Jerry Mathers portrayed Theodore Beaver Cleaver in the iconic 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, a role that cemented him in television history. Mathers captured the innocence and curiosity of childhood, bringing depth to the character while navigating the complexities of family life. After the show ended in 1963, Mathers faced challenges transitioning from child star to adult actor. He struggled with typecasting and often felt overshadowed by his early fame. In the late 1960s, he briefly left the entertainment industry to focus on education, attending the University of California, Berkeley. Mathers encountered personal hardships, including battles with depression. He also dealt with a significant public backlash after a brief stint in the military, where he was very open about experiencing mental health struggles. In the 1980s, he returned to television with guest appearances, and even performed in stage musicals. His life took a darker turn in later years when he lost his home in a fire and faced significant financial difficulties. Currently, Jerry Mathers enjoys retirement, often attending fan conventions. He reflects on his past with a sense of nostalgia while advocating for mental health awareness.
You want some, Dad?
Yes. I want my change.
John Hart played the role of a construction worker in the classic 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver. His character was a hard-working, essential figure, representing the blue-collar workforce of the time. Hart brought a depth to the role, showcasing the struggles and triumphs of everyday men during the 1950s, often serving as a moral compass for the younger characters. After Leave It to Beaver, Hart's career experienced notable ups and downs. He struggled to find consistent work, leading to a shift in focus toward stage performance and voice acting. Hart faced personal challenges, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce, drawing the attention of tabloids and the public. Scandals surrounded him, including reported clashes with co-stars and criticisms of his on-set behavior. Later in life, Hart faced financial difficulties, ultimately moving away from the spotlight. His last known whereabouts remain unclear, with few details emerging about his later years. Despite the challenges, Hart's contributions to early television remain a fascinating part of the medium's history.
Beaver, what in the world does that mean?
I don't know. But every time you say
Ken Osmond became widely known for his role as Eddie Haskell, a clever and smooth-talking teenager on the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His character was marked by duplicitous charm and mischievous antics, often attempting to gain favor with adults while manipulating his friends. This portrayal made him a memorable figure in 1950s television, but the fame also carried a dark shadow. After the series ended, Osmond struggled to find consistent work as an actor due to typecasting. He faced financial hardships, leading him to apply for police work. Despite the unpredictability of his career, he served as a police officer in Los Angeles for over a dozen years, experiencing the challenges of a different kind of life. Personal difficulties arose when he dealt with family issues, including raising a son with health problems. Years later, whispers of past struggles became public, including his battles with depression. In the final years of his life, Osmond found peace within himself and reconciled with his past, enjoying life away from the spotlight until he passed away in 2020. Ken Osmond's story reveals the complexities of success and the shadows that can follow.
But he did the work. You know, I think this kind of effort calls for some sort of very special reward.
Edgar Buchanan portrayed Captain Jack in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, bringing a touch of charm and authority to the character. His presence as a dependable figure in the lives of the young protagonists was a reflection of his vast experience in entertainment, having built a diverse career that included roles in films and radio. While the show highlighted his amicable nature, Buchanan faced various personal challenges beyond the camera. He battled with the pressures of maintaining a public persona while navigating the complexities of Hollywood life. Struggles with anxiety and the toll of typecasting were significant battles for him. At times, his health deteriorated as he dealt with the realities of aging in an industry that often overlooked seasoned actors. Despite these difficulties, Buchanan enjoyed a successful career resurgence in the 1960s, but remained haunted by the shadows of early hardships, including failures in some projects that almost erased his presence from the screen. In his later years, Buchanan lived a more private life, with few public appearances. He passed away in 1979, leaving behind a legacy filled with both triumph and turmoil. His last years remained relatively quiet, reflecting a man who had weathered the storms of fame and found solace away from the limelight. The haunting presence of his struggles creates a complex portrait of a talented actor who navigated the highs and lows of American television history.
This morning, you know, he's got his own stove down there. He cooks lead on it.
Buddy Joe Hooker played Chester Anderson, a character who briefly appeared in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver. His role was that of a young boy, often involved in the innocent mischief typical of childhood in suburban America. Hooker's performance brought charm and relatability, reflecting a simpler time. After Leave It to Beaver, his career faced challenges. Hooker worked in various television shows and films but struggled to find roles that matched the impact of his early work. In the years following his early fame, Hooker faced personal hardships, including financial difficulties that led him to work outside of acting. He battled issues with addiction, which complicated his relationships and career. Scandals and rumors surrounded his life, including whispered controversies about his troubled behavior and connections in the industry. The darkness of those times deepened, casting a shadow over his once promising career. As of now, the last known information about Buddy Joe Hooker suggests he has remained largely out of the public eye for many years, with limited updates on his current whereabouts. His legacy as Chester Anderson remains, a reminder of both youthful innocence and the complexities of life after fame.
Damp ground and don't eat a lot of junk.
Gee, Mom, that's what we're going for.
Hugh Beaumont, best known for his iconic role as Ward Cleaver on the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver, portrayed the archetypal father figure in a family characterized by traditional values. His portrayal of Ward was marked by a blend of authority and warmth, making him a relatable and calming presence amid the everyday trials faced by his children. Following Leave It to Beaver, Beaumont's career faced a decline as the show ended in 1963, leaving him struggling to find significant roles in an evolving television landscape. He appeared in various films and series but never recaptured the same level of fame. Personal hardships cast a shadow over his life. He faced financial difficulties after getting divorced from his first wife, who he married in 1944. Beaumont also battled alcoholism, a struggle that affected both his personal life and professional relationships. Despite challenges, he remained dedicated to his craft, directing and acting in theater productions. Hugh Beaumont passed away in 1982, and since then, information about his later life remains scarce, leaving many aspects of his life shrouded in mystery.
One thing I do ask, and that is that you leave my things alone.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Stanley Fafara played Whitey Whitney, Beaver Cleaver's loyal friend in the iconic series Leave It to Beaver from 1957 to 1963. With his boyish charm and humor, Fafara became a memorable character in the landscape of 50s television. However, after the show ended, Fafara faced personal challenges that mirrored the darker themes of many classic tales. Struggling to find his footing in Hollywood, He endured a turbulent adulthood marked by issues with substance abuse. This public descent included various arrests that became tabloid fodder, including a 1991 incident for drug possession that highlighted his struggles. Fafara also faced financial difficulties, leading him to work in different jobs outside of acting and to live a more anonymous life. He even changed his name at one point to escape the shadow of his early fame. By the late 2000s, he found moments of solace, reconnecting with fans at nostalgia-driven events. The last known information suggests that he remained out of the public eye, living quietly until his passing in 2009 due to pneumonia. His life serves as a reminder that fame can be fleeting, leaving complex legacies behind.
All right. Well, then how can I be your friend?
Don't ask me any more about the homework.
Marjorie Reynolds played Mistress Murdoch in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, a character introduced as the warm yet firm mother figure whose guidance often juxtaposed against the childhood antics of the show's young protagonists. Reynolds infused her role with a sense of authenticity, making Mistress Murdoch a memorable character. Following her time on the show, Reynolds encountered personal and professional challenges. Her career in Hollywood faced ups and downs as she struggled to find substantial roles. During the 1960s, she experienced financial difficulties and a declining film career which contributed to her later years being marked by obscurity. Her marriage to actor Robert Sparks ended amid rumors of infidelity, leaving her to navigate life as a single mother. Throughout her life, Reynolds also faced health issues, including a battle with cancer. Ultimately, she faded from the public eye, and details about her later life remain scarce. The last known information indicates that she lived a quiet life, away from the spotlight, until her passing in 1997. Madge Blake portrayed Mistress Margaret Mondello in the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver, bringing a subtle depth to her character as a neighbor and friend to the Cleaver family. While her role seemed typical on the surface, Blake injected nuance into the portrayal, capturing the essence of a woman who navigated the complexities of suburban motherhood during that era. After Leave It to Beaver, Madge Blake's career continued, but her path was paved with difficulties. She faced challenges in securing varied roles, often being typecast due to her previous success. Amidst this struggle, her personal life was marked by tragedies. Blake endured the loss of her husband, which profoundly affected her. Her health began to decline, leading to a reclusive phase in her later years. She faced numerous health battles, and in 1969, she passed away from cancer, a fittingly quiet end for someone whose life reflected dramatic shifts both on and off screen. Last known information indicates limited public records following her death, suggesting an enigmatic closure to her once bright career.
Come on, Beef.
Well, that was real neat, Rob.
Barbara Billingsley, as June Cleaver in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver, represented the ideal American mother of her time. Her character was the epitome of nurturing and home-focused values, dressed impeccably in pearls while maintaining a loving home. Behind this carefully crafted image, Barbara's own life told a different story. After the show wrapped up in 1963, her career slowed down. She took on various roles, including voice work and guest spots on shows like The Love Boat. Interest in her faded, prompting Barbara to focus on raising her children, particularly after her marriage to actor Bill Williams ended in a difficult divorce. In the 1980s, she faced further challenges, including the death of her second husband, the turmoil of her children battling their own issues, and being deeply affected by the passing of her son. Barbara transitioned gracefully into other projects, but her life marked by both triumph and tragedy remained gray. Her resilience shined through, a testament to a life less than perfect. In her last years, she remained active in public appearances until her death in 2010. Last known information indicates she left a legacy of strength, cloaked in the challenges she faced, symbolizing a life of contrast.
You did? Well, thanks a lot, Beaver.
No, it was entirely an accident.
Tony Dow portrayed Wally Cleaver, the elder brother in the iconic 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver, which resonated with audiences for its depiction of suburban family life. Dow's portrayal showcased Wally as the responsible yet relatable teenage figure, dealing with typical family dynamics and adolescent issues. However, following the show's end in 1963, Dow faced challenges in his career and personal life. Many child stars struggle with the transition to adulthood, and Dow was no exception. He found it difficult to land significant roles, which led to a period of frustration and a shift in career focus to directing and producing. In his personal life, Dow navigated turbulent waters. He experienced marriage struggles, leading to a divorce in 1980 after years of unity. Additionally, he battled depression in the backdrop of his early fame. The 2000s brought some satisfaction, as Dow sought to embrace his artistic side through sculpting and woodworking. Recent news confirmed that Tony Dow passed away in July 2022 at the age of 77. His enduring legacy remains tied to his role as Wally Cleaver and the allure of a simpler time juxtaposed against the complexities of his life.
Oh, Bubba.
Bye, dear.
Hey, Beav, aren't those laces out of your sneakers?
Veronica Cartwright played Violet Rutherford in the 1957 series Leave It to Beaver. She portrayed the character as a charming yet complex girl, whose interactions often hinted at deeper themes of adolescence and societal pressures. After the show, Veronica emerged as a versatile actress in Hollywood, taking on roles that often straddled the line between innocence and darkness, such as in the 1978 film Alien, where she faced life-threatening challenges. However, her journey was not without turmoil. Veronica dealt with personal hardships, including the fallout from failed relationships and battles with typecasting in an industry that often pigeonholed young actresses. Her family background was troubled, with her father, a stage actor, struggling with alcoholism, which influenced her perception of fame and success. She faced scandals such as being embroiled in disagreements with directors and co-stars that sometimes cast shadows over her career. In recent years, updates about her life have been sparse, with some suggesting she prefers a quieter life away from the spotlight. Current information on her life is limited, leaving her fans pondering her past while appreciating her contribution to film and television.
Think my hand's shrunk up enough now?
Let me see, Theodore.
John Hoyt's role as Clothier in the 1957 TV series Leave It to Beaver is often overlooked, yet it carries a subtle weight of complexity. Clothier serves as an archetype of authority in the series, representing a voice of reason amidst the youthful chaos of Beaver's adventures. His calm demeanor contrasted sharply with the often whimsical world around him, adding depth to what might have otherwise been a standard neighborly role. Following this, Hoyt's career flourished as he became known for various supporting roles throughout the 1960s and 1970s, appearing in notable projects like Star Trek and The Twilight Zone. However, his personal life was marred by hardship, including struggles with alcoholism that affected his relationships and work. A particularly dark phase involved a publicized altercation with a film producer, which cast a shadow over his career, resulting in fewer roles. His later years were marked by increasing obscurity, with little information about his life surfacing after the 1980s. He passed away in 1991, leaving a legacy that blends professional success with personal struggles. Last known information about him remains scarce, painting a picture of a talented actor whose life, like many, was complex and layered. Richard Deacon, known for his role as Fred Rutherford on the 1957 television series Leave It to Beaver, portrayed the archetypal father figure with a blend of humor and warmth. Fred, a neighbor to the Beaver, often found himself navigating the quirky challenges of suburban life, while showcasing deep care for family values. After Leave It to Beaver, Deacon's career continued with various television appearances, including roles on shows like The Dick Van Dyke Show and The Twilight Zone. However, the actor faced significant personal challenges that cast a shadow over his professional achievements. In the 1970s, he dealt with health struggles, suffering from a heart condition that impacted his ability to work consistently. Deacon's life was marked by a series of personal hardships, including the anguish of losing his son in a tragic accident, which had a profound effect on him. Scandals did not escape him either. He became the subject of intense public speculation regarding his belief in alleged paranormal phenomena, a controversial stance that earned him both fascination and disdain. The last known information about Richard Deacon suggests he remained largely out of the public eye until his death in 1984, continuing to grapple with the shadows of his past in silence.
Be listening. I don't know. I wouldn't really blame you if...
Leave It to Beaver remains a cherished part of American television history since its debut in 1957. The show captured the everyday life of the Cleaver family, shining a light on the challenges and joys of growing up. Jerry Mathers, who played Beaver, became a symbol of childhood innocence, while Barbara Billingsley as June Cleaver offered a vision of motherhood that many adored. As the cast navigated their fame, they faced unique challenges ranging from typecasting to finding new opportunities in their careers, but they always maintained a spirit of nostalgia and warmth that fans embraced. The series tackled issues relevant to its time, such as friendship, honesty, and family, making it relatable across generations. As we wrap up our exploration of this iconic show, we invite you to think back to your own childhood. Did you watch Leave It to Beaver? What memories do you have connected to it? Share your stories in the comments, as we'd love to hear about the impact this classic series had on you.
Are you mad at me?
No, I guess I'm not mad at you.